Access 2016, Module 5, Part 6. So in this part, we're going to take the parameter query that we created in Part 5. And we're going to modify that, create a copy of it and modify it so that it will return all records if it is left blank. So what we have to do in order to do this is, instead of allowing the information that we type in the box to be an exact match query, we want it to be a pattern match. So it's going to begin with the word like, and then the information that we type in the cell is going to replace the square brackets all the way, including the message in between them. So it'll put that, whatever we type in the box, it'll replace there. Then it will concatenate and add a wildcard that says anything can follow it. So if I leave it blank, it'll take the blank, add a wildcard, which says include it if it has anything in the cell. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to go into our database. So I am in the Care Center database, and I'm going to begin with our parameter query we created in Part 5. In this one, we have a parameter by city. So I'm going to make a copy of that, and I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to change the name so that it says parameter all. It indicates all records will be returned if it is left blank. So we're going to double click on this and open it up. And just to refresh, if you leave this blank and click OK, it will return no records because it would be only looking for a city that is left blank. So let's go into Design View, and I'm going to kind of make this a little bit larger so you can see it. What we need to do is we need to convert this to a pattern match. So we're going to click in front of the square bracket, and we're going to type the word like with a space. Now remember that the square bracket and everything inside it gets replaced with whatever the user types. So if I come to the end of it, then I can add a space and concatenate or combine a wildcard. So since I want it to type the asterisk, to put it in quotes. Now let's see, with that change being made, if we click Run and we leave it blank, you can see you get all of the cities. Now it's not always going to be all, because remember, it takes whatever you type and it adds an asterisk at the end of it and puts the word like in front of it. So if I said run and I said E, it picks up everything that begins with an E because it turns it into like, E, asterisk. Okay, so you can use this for more than just returning all of the records, but it will definitely return all. So let's create one more example. And we are going to use our phone numbers. Okay, so I am going to close that query and save my changes. I am going to do a right click and copy, and then right click on a blank space and paste. We're going to name this query Owners by Area Code, parameter all. So we need to find the owners by area code and open that one up because we're going to go in and change it. Okay, let's go ahead and go into Design View. We no longer want a parameter under City, so I'm going to delete that. I'm going to come back to the phone number field, and I'm going to type the square bracket, enter an area code, and close the square brackets. Let's go ahead and save this change, and we're going to click Run. If I leave it blank, none. Now, I don't want to be able to, or to have to type in the whole phone number. So I can't just have it be an exact match, or I would have to type in the whole phone number. So I can use the pattern match again. I can say like, leave, enter an area code, and then concatenate that with in quotes and asterisks. Now let's see what happens if I click Run. When I leave it blank, I get all. Now, if you want to run a parameter a second time, you have to go back to Design View and click Run, or you can close it, and when you reopen it, it will run. So what if I ran it and typed in, ran it and typed in 406. Notice then it uses the pattern match and brings in only area code 406. So that's how you can get one of your queries to bring in all of the records if you leave it blank. You have to convert it to a pattern match by adding the word like at the beginning, and then you have to concatenate or combine an asterisk at the end. On our next parameter query segment, we're going to be looking at a numeric query and how we can further expand on the choices we get, such as entering a minimum amount or a maximum amount instead of an exact amount. So that will be covered in video 7.